doing an all-around good job. That bench is coming, and they have been balling so far.
Only 10 guys in uniform, and so L.J. Cryer and Draymond, D. Santos, GP2, Pat Spencer. Shot clock at 4. On and
Welcome.
And we reignite the Florida-Kentucky collegiate rivalry.
Yes, sir.
We didn't know anyone was still around that played against Galena in college.
Man, I know, right? It's been a long time.
Right, we had
Great
some good
times.
We had some good battles.
We did.
Right, there's some rock fights. We were talking about that not too long ago.
Absolutely.
What start most in the NBA that you would see if someone said, "Hey, from year one to now, what's so different?"
This 5-out type of basketball.
Yep.
You know, all 5 guys on the floor being able to shoot the ball, shoot the 3, drive, kind of positionless baskets.
About your game, you talked about the 5-out, the ability to shoot. You were one of the original stretch bigs. But when the time is right, you've never forgotten about your post game. Like, you like going in the post, and especially if you get a smaller guy, but even a guy your size, you got great post game, great back to the basket game. Was that a natural thing for you? Was shooting more and more threes? Even guys that shoot way worse than you, still shooting a ton of threes. Was it tough for you to kind of stay away from that and shoot your threes that you want, but still be able to go inside? How natural?
It was the understanding of growth, the way the league was going and things that were happening. And even though that you want to resort a lot of the times to that, you got to step out of your comfort zone. So for me, it was to understand where the game was going, that I needed to be better and play.
8 second chance points after Guy Santos taps that in and Draymond knocks it away. Be a scout and a teammate at the same time and tell Dub Nation about Kristaps Porzingis. You know, we'll do it after the timeout, but think about him as a player.
Evan, what's that like for you, the leadership aspect?
I really enjoy it. I really like giving input to the young guys and seeing how I can help them in any way. A lot of the times, you know, they have to kind of figure things out on their own, but I always want to be there, you know.
Finals, you played against him for years, and then you have him as a teammate. What maybe has surprised you, Steph, as a teammate that you didn't know as an opponent?
For me, it's the way that he prepares. That's what impresses me the most about Steph. He really takes it to a whole...
One of those guys, the high IQ, obviously wonderful with the Celtics, but the Warriors, the system isn't like super easy to pick up for most people as you get a good move from Riley, but can you explain that, how you've kind of moved around in your career? You fit in so well with everybody. What's it been like just in talking with Coach Kerr and picking up the system as well as you haven't fit in so smoothly?
Yeah, no question. I mean, there's always a challenge, but you have to have an open mind when you come into these situations. And coming in here, a championship team like the Warriors, it's like you have to come in here and embrace all of that and also understand how you can fit in and how you can impact winning. And for me, I feel like it took me a little bit to go. It's been really good, and that's one of the things that I look forward to. You know, hopefully us being back on the floor together, Steph and I. And
You can deflect, but I got to ask it just out of pure selfishness. When do you make the decision to come back next year?
That's a really good question. Well, definitely after the season. I always decisions in season. So I think once the season ends, you know, I'll sit there with my wife and talk about it. But I really enjoy, you know, what we have going here. And it's been unfortunate, obviously, all the injuries and everything that we've had to endure as a team. But it's something that, you know, I enjoy playing with this group.
Speak to the fans here. 601 straight sellouts. Just had the big 600 last. And, you know, we did a season ticket over event where you could just tell these fans 14 points.
Talk to me about what you see with his postgame, because his footwork, you can see some of the soccer, the football background, being from Brazil, but what can you say about his game? What's impressed you?
He knows how to use his body, how to get to his spots, and he's shooting the ball with a lot of confidence. He's making the right decisions out there time after time, so it's just really good to see him grow.
In the league, Gary's dad played in the league. Any Horford children that would be likely NBA players?
I mean, you know, we're hopeful.
The opportunity to compete, just have a chance. So what's the team mentality like? What's the vibe in the locker room bit?
Yeah, I think right now for us is to just out the right way, try to get playing as best basketball as we can. That's all you can ask for this time of the year. Goal to be able to get all of us back on the floor. And then once we get to that opportunity, I feel like we will really embrace it. I think guys are ready for it, and we're you know, the possibility of going out there and competing and really putting it all out there.
I think June 3rd you turn 40. Playing next year as a 40-year-old. You just tell me how much of Kalena's salary I have to move over to get you back. I'm going to haunt you this summer. I'll talk to the wife, whatever you need. We need Al Horford back with Dub Nation.
You're a competitor. You want to.
Obviously, it's been a tough stretch with the injuries, Steph being out and others. But you've been a part of some of those games where it's been inspiring basketball, the competitive fire. It's still a game, but you want to go out there and get a chance to win, and you have that chance. And a lot of times you've come through. What's that been like for you?
It's been great because it forces all of us to step up a little more. We understand that we can't just be one person. We all have to kind of chip in and do more and compete. That's
NBA history.
Interesting.
Al Horford says, let me see how many next.
And what Jimmy does and how he plays, you know, it's something that we'll look forward to, how he's able to control it at the right time. Anything the team needs, he's trying to do. And with a guy like KP out here, healthy, playing well, I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
But since we've been talking about Hall of Fame guys, developed a nice rapport when you've been out there. Sometimes when you're behind him, he can feel a little more free, get out in the perimeter, guard certain guys, multiple positions. It's incredible to watch him, but you guys have developed.
He's a smart player. He understands the game. It's like having a coach out there when you're playing with him. You know, he's on top of everything. Offensively, he's sharp. On defense, he's helping us out. Makes the game easy. So it's been really fun for me to be able to play alongside Draymond.
We keep talking about how he gets hit in his nose so much. He sticks his face in there, his nose in there. He gets hit, bounces right back up as LJ Cryer knocks down another three.
That's an ATO. After a timeout, they designed that for LJ.
Yeah, because the Wizards were threatening there, and the Warriors have kind of stiff-armed him now. And a lot of points off of their bench. Warriors were in that battle handily. And then Will Riley came in the game. Champagne's been good. Anthony Gill.
Oh, the D-cell on the shot blocker. He got Sarr to go up and then laid it in.
You thought he was, man, you can't say anything to this
Put
dude.
that in the Bookie's bifocals, please. I gotta see that again.
I might have to.
Sarr up here and Podziemski D-celled it. Step around the Cryer, an open warm-up three. He ain't missing that.
So that time he starts to kind of slow down. Podziemski did. He'll collapse on him. He's able to kick it out.
LJ 3 of 6 on threes, better than 44% coming in. Andre Johnson flipping it up and in. Trey Johnson.
We've seen that. Koulibaly's hit one.
LJ and Porzingis, a little two-man game. Can I credit our entire telecast? Our camera guys are so good. They had LJ already celebrating, all framed up, and then he shot the ball. I love that. How good was that look right there?
LJ Cryer. He's already hit 3 threes.
Cryer with a little mid-range. GP2, air ball goes to the offense, but he couldn't quite have that double-digit lead at halftime. Gary knocks it away. It's a 2-on-1. Carrington the only one back. Lob it up. Dunk it down.
Yeah, he was timing that one.